Sometimes we need to turn a mixed number like 1 2/3 into an improper fraction. So 1 2/3 would be 5/3. So why? How do we do this? So most of us learned to multiply 1 times 3 and then to add 2 and write all of that over our original denominator of 3. And that works. 1 times 3 is 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5. So we get 5/3. And that's right. I want to take a second to look at why this works. So here's a picture of 1 2/3. So the reason we multiply 1 times 3 is because this whole bar, this 1, has 3/3. So we could write this instead of just as 1 as 3/3, right? And of course the bottom bar here shows 2/3. And when we put those together, 3/3 plus 2/3, just as before, we get 5/3. What if we wanted to go the other way from an improper fraction to a mixed number? Well, what we do is divide the numerator by the denominator. In this case, 4 goes into 15 3 times, and I have a remainder of 3. And then I write this as 3 3/4. So 3 is in front. The 3 that was my remainder is my numerator, and the other number, my 4, is going to be my denominator. And again, we could use a picture to help us out here. So I have some fourths here. I know I need 15 fourths, so let me color 15 of them. There we go. So if you count up the blue boxes, I now have 15 fourths. And then counting my bars, I can see I have 1 2 3 whole bars, and then I have 3/4. So 15 fourths and 3 is 3 3/4. So just for practice, let's use the same steps with 2 more examples. This time I have the mixed number 2 5/7. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 7 and then add 5, and I'm going to keep my denominator of 7. 2 times 7 is 14, and 14 plus 5 is going to be 19. So this is equal to 19/7. Now let's do improper to mixed. This time I'm going to use 11 halves. And remember, my procedure here is going to be to divide my numerator by my denominator. 2 goes into 11 5 times. And then 11 minus 10 is 1. So this is 5 1/2.